Guys, today is one of the first days that we've changed the Thursday math lessons from multiplication to fractions. So what we're asking you to do is change an improper fraction to a mixed number. So what we're going to do is we're going to create number bonds that pull out the whole numbers, and then whatever's left over will be the fraction that we have. So I want you to try them on your own, just like we've been doing. So pause the screen when you see it, try it on your own, see what you get, and then watch the video. Now, if you get it wrong, you can fix your answers. Remember, you can pause it as many times as you want, even if it's not when the problem is first there, like if I'm going too fast for you, things like that. So here is our first problem. So you have 11/6, and I want you to change this to a mixed number. All right, so to do this, I'm going to make a number bond, like so, and I'm going to take away as much as I can. How many 6 can I take away? So for this one, I know that it's going to be 6, because if I do another 6, that would give me 12/6, and I don't have 12 here, I only have 11, so only 6 I can take out. And then whatever is left over, 11 minus 6 is going to be your fraction, so that's going to be 5/6. So now here I get 1 and 5/6. So my 1 and then my 5/6. All right, moving on to the next one. This one you have 13/4. All right, so a lot of us did this right before we left for remote learning. So I'm going to show you how to do this because you might be able to pull the 4/4 out, but I'm going to show you a quick way to do it too. So I'm going to show you to take away 4/4 a bunch of times, and then I'll show you the quick way. So I know I can take at least 1 4/4 away. Then I know I can take another 4/4 away because that would give me 8/4, right? And I can take one more out, which would be 12/4. But I have 13/4, so that means that I have one left over, which would be 1/4. So really I have 1, 2, 3, and 1/4. But when we get to bigger numbers, that would be kind of a lot to do. So if you notice, 1, 2, 3 times 4 is 12, right? And that would essentially be 1, 2, 3, which is 12. So I'm going to show you the quick way to do it now. So if I had 13/4 like this, I can think what times 4 gets me closest to 13 without going over, some division. So I know that's going to be 12, right? 4 times 3. So it's going to be 12/4. And I know that how do I get that? It's going to be 3. So I'm going to automatically just put that down as my whole number because what I could pull out 4/4, 4/4, 4/4, right? 12/4. And then what would be left over, 13 minus 12, would be 1/4. So I get 3 and 1/4, just like before, but it's a lot easier. So I'm just doing some division work here. Okay, so you should have gotten 3 and 1/4 for that one. All right, the next one, getting a little trickier. I have 24/5. 24/5. So think about what times 5 gets you closest to 24 without going over. Go ahead and try to solve it on your own. All right, so what times 5 gets me closest to 24 without going over? And I know it's going to be 4 times 5, which is 20. 25ths. And what did we say that we multiplied by? 4. So this becomes a 4, my whole number 4. And then 24 minus 20 is 4/5. So you should have gotten 4 and 4/5. Now, if you didn't do it this way, you had probably had 5/5, 5/5, 5/5, 5/5, 4/5, which if you added all those up, you would get 4 and 4/5. So you should have gotten the same answer, but I just did it the quick, fast way with division. All right. The next one is 32/3. Go ahead and try it. This is going to be a hard one to do. 3/3, 3/3, 3/3. So make sure that you're doing what times 3 gets you closest to 32. All right, so what times 3 gets you closest to 32? It's going to be 10, right? So we're going to get 30 on the top because 3 times 10 is 30. So 30 thirds, whew, which would give me, like I said, 10 wholes. And then what's left over? 32 minus 30 is 2 thirds. So instead of writing 3 thirds 10 times all the way around, I just figured out that 3 times 10 gives me 30, which is super close to 32, without going over. And then I get 30 thirds, and that makes a 10. All right, we got one more. I'm glad we're doing this because I think this is a really good skill you're really gonna need next year, but we didn't get a ton of time to practice it, so I'm glad we're doing it. So go ahead and try this one. All right, and so for this one, I'm going to think what times 6 gets me closest to 27 without going over, and I know that's going to be 6 times 4, because 6 times 5 is 30, so we don't want to go over. So 6 times 4 is 24, 6. And then what's left over, 27 minus 24 is 3, 6. So then we said that 6 times 4 gives you that 24 is our whole number, and then 3 6 is our fraction. Now, if you're going a step further, 4 and 3 6, I would count as correct, but if you're going that extra step, you would divide them by 3, the top and the bottom by 3, and you'll get 4. By the top and the bottom by 3, you'll get 4 and 1/2. Oh man, messed that one up a lot. But, so either one would count, 4 and 1/2 or 4 and 3 6, because they're the same thing, right? They're equivalent fractions. All right, so that is how you change an improper fraction to a mixed number. Tomorrow we'll be changing mixed numbers to improper fractions. So the opposite. All right, I will see you then.